Alright guys, welcome to Daddy Share Space and welcome to my shop. So here I have two of my Festool dust extractors. I have the Festool CT MIDI, this is the 18 volt model. And then here I have the CT48 Auto Clean or AC. Now what I want to do in this video, before we focus on the CT MIDI, let's take a closer look at how it actually fastens to the 48 liter vacuum that we have here. All right, coming around the vacuum, if you look right here, you've got the little tab. That's where it fastens on this side. If you look on this side, this is where the T-lock is. However, as you can see, it's not connected to the vacuum on this side. Now, when I come back over here, on this end of the vacuum, you can see you have the little tab here, here, and then there's also one in the back here that is not engaged. I just engaged it there. So that's how it fits on this particular vacuum. You have the T-lock adapter right here. Now, so actually to empty the Cyclone, I'll actually pull down on this tab here. You can take a look there. I'll pull down and then I'll come down here and I can kind of pull back and that takes this off. And then I'll come around on the other side here and we'll do the same thing. We'll pull down and then we'll pull back here and that releases the top portion. Let's go ahead and take the hoses out. And so now the top is disconnected. Now if you open the top of the sustainer here and you open it up, that's what the Cyclone looks like on the inside. This is the cyclonic feature, right? If you look on the front here, this is the hose that goes to the vacuum. There's like a little picture there that shows that. And then right here, this is the hose that you're going to use to actually suction things out. So the dust comes in here and spins around and sediment drops down into the bottom here. And then the vacuum suction is going to come from here. And you're going to plug down into your vacuum, as you can see where I have it here on the Auto Clean. Now this right here is the hose that comes with the Auto Clean vacuum. You can see the port here and then you see it on the other end and it plugs right there in the front. Alright, so moving along, let's go ahead and close this top and lock it up, and then we'll pull it off the top. All right, so we'll actually lift up this portion, and you can see on the bottom there the cyclonic feature. We're going to set that to the side, and we can take a look on the inside here. So that's how much dust that I have in my vacuum now, and I have emptied this on multiple occasions. So okay, so we'll take this portion out, disconnect this, and this component comes off. Now I can turn this around and set it in this direction like this, and I can lock this in with the T-lock feature, and it does connect, but you can see how I can lift up. If you look on the back, I can lift up the back even though it's connected, so it's not as secure of a connection. And if you take a look at the components here, or the connectors rather, right here and right here and right here, they don't have anything to connect onto. So, and then you also have this one here. So this is not the most secure way to connect this to the vacuum. So that's why I actually have it flipped around this way, and it fits in the indentation well. Now when I turn it back this way, it still fits in the indentation. And as I said, you're able to turn the T-lock up and it connects, but there's just no other way, there's no way to fasten this portion of the vacuum. So we turn it back around like this, and that gives us 3 points of contact or actually 4 points. So you got here, 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 and then back here. And so you see, even though it's not completely snug, it's a little bit more secure than the other portion here, because I'm connected on the front, 2 on this side, and then 1 on the back. All right, so let's go ahead and take this off. We'll set this to the side. So these components make up the CT Cyclone. Pop this on top, and it can fit in either direction and fasten. However, the orientation of these holes is going to determine exactly where you need to put it on your vacuum. Put it down and just pop it in place. Turn it around. You pop the bottom in place first, and then you clamp on top, and then you have the whole item that you can pick up and move around. So that's the CT vacuum. So I think since I'm pulling this off, let's check the vacuum bag and see how full it is. I've had this vacuum for a long time and I've never emptied the bag. So we're gonna see some real true results of this Cyclone. I have emptied the Cyclone on multiple occasions. All right, lifting this up. You can take a look at the bottom there. You can see the filter. Just set this down. And taking a quick look at the filter. So I've had this vacuum for a while. I'll go back and look at my video to kind of see how long ago I did a video on this. But you can see that filter is looking pristine after all this time. So now let's take a closer look at the bag. All right, so the bag, it has kind of like a brown tinge to it. But as I touch the bag, there is stuff in the bag for sure. As I manipulate it. But I mean, as you can see how big this bag is, it's not nearly full. After having it for, I don't know, definitely over a year, and it's never been emptied. And you can see how clean the filter is. So I would say that that CT Cyclone there is actually doing a pretty good job of saving me money on bags, as this is the first one that I have. So that kind of bodes that this CT MIDI actually has a very small bag, and so it seems like it would be advantageous to actually install a Cyclone, even though it's going to increase the footprint, so that basically you can save your money on bags. Now, I have to say, I have heard people say that the Festool Cyclone does decrease the suction to some degree when you're talking about using it with the Festool vacuum. For me, I have to be honest, I can't say I've noticed that, and it's not because I haven't paid attention or anything like that. It's more so because of the fact that I have nothing to compare it to, because when I bought this brand new, I actually bought my CT Cyclone with it, and I've set it up and I've had it like that from day one, because I know that some of Festool's products can be quite high, and you know, consumables, having to buy those over and over again, I just felt like this was more of an economical thing for me, because I paid the $470 or $419 or whatever it was. I think it used to be cheaper than that. I think when I bought it, it may have been like $375, and I think now it's up over $400. So there was a bump in price, but I think I got it for $3 something. And so now that I've had some time, because you can buy a long life bag for this vacuum, and it's actually I think those long life bags are like $250 something. They're pretty expensive. They might even be $300. And those bags, you can actually put them in here. You can empty them multiple times. They're not indefinite bags, but they're just long life bags. I'll have to look and see how much the bags cost for this, and I'll just kind of put them on the screen here so you'll kind of see what the cost would be if I wanted to change this out. But I do think that the times that I've emptied this container, I can't count, but this is a better solution. If you have a lot of experience with the Festool vacuums, then you know what you would be missing as far as suction if you put the Cyclone on there. Because I've always used the Cyclone on my vacuum, I have not noticed any difference. So would I recommend the Cyclone? I absolutely would if you want to save money on bags. Now it does increase the footprint of your vacuum having it, but I do like it. I don't feel like that was money wasted. Anyways guys, this is a short little video about my CT Cyclone.